imagine कि ये हमारी इलेक्ट्रिक कार का बैटरी पैक है, but this battery pack isn't going wasted. इस बैटरी पैक से बनेंगी और बैटरीज.
And they're as good as the new ones because these are automotive grade batteries. As we all know, there is defense grade and military grade, automotive grade and commercial grade. And these batteries are automotive grade batteries built with stringent quality standards before. And in our journey for net zero as a country, India needs to utilize all the batteries very effectively.
Where are you? India's most sustainable battery is here. Welcome to Bharat Climate Startups. आज हम हैं बैंगलोर, कर्नाटका में और हमारे आज का भारत क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप है नूनम. Let's see what they have got for us.
We are Bharat Climate Startup Team Nunam.
At Nunam, they are building a closed-loop sustainable model for electric vehicle batteries. Today, they are sourcing batteries from two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers and electric buses. And they're extending the life of these batteries.
Hi, I'm Ronald. So I'm working at Nunam as a battery designer. So we are making safe, elegant and long-lasting batteries.
Hi. We are designing our battery management system.
Namaskar. We are writing software to make batteries safe and long lasting.
This is for Bharat's energy security.
ये है टीम नूनम. So you tell me that say if there's an EV car and we always hear this thing that lithium-ion battery का क्या होगा? So like how do you ensure like from the car that battery pack is put into a sustainable closed loop model? Show me.
I'm very happy to hear that people are thinking that lithium-ion battery का क्या होगा. It's an extremely important thought which has originated from our society and yes, lithium-ion batteries are very expensive resources in the sense they're precious metals which are used to build these batteries and we must utilize them to the longest as possible in a safe manner and we as a company would like to enable that journey and we believe that these lithium-ion batteries are a crucial bridge between mobility and sustainable energy.
Right.
And we would like to enable that transition by working with other stakeholders in the EV ecosystem and making sure that the energy carbon footprint is as low as possible in our country. And I believe with the electrification of mobility going on at a rapid speed, this is a huge opportunity and a challenge. We have to work together with the ecosystem and realize it for all of us.
So have you ever seen like a decommissioned electric battery pack? I haven't seen it at all, but today we'll see it here and let's go step by step that how they are actually extending the life of these battery packs. So come on, let's show up.
Here you can see a decommissioned EV pack. As we mentioned earlier, these are quite good resources. Even after a few years in an EV, these cells are still quite good. For other applications. Once we receive such batteries, we evaluate their health, segregate them into different grades and then rebuild new systems. So you can always find other components like some electrical components in the battery packs and you will have modules like these. And these modules are then tested, analyzed through our algorithms and this is extremely critical for us and it is not just about opening a battery pack, finding some modules out and then assembling them. Each of them go through thorough quality check and there are in-house algorithms built. And once we qualify them and the algorithms also group them, and these battery packs need to be grouped in a certain scientific manner and that is how this whole process culminates into a new battery pack.
So this is the third step of the process. This is where grading is done. Please tell us more about it.
Yeah. Sure. Now that you have seen that the batteries or module from the EV car, we now go through a rigorous testing and once the testing is done, these modules are stored in a particular order with some logic where our colleagues in the production floor then pick up these modules under a certain criteria and rebuild packs like these. We envision that these batteries shall empower many homes, all commercial offices, and even the next phase of the journey in India is to also decarbonize agriculture sector. So yeah, that's where these batteries would end up, and we believe they could last more than 5 years at the minimum.
And this is like the final battery that goes out?
Yeah. So once this is assembled completely, it goes through one more round of testing which lasts few hours. So again, we have built some algorithms to understand if the packs are having all the quality checks done, and all of this is digitally recorded and verified, and then they have qualification towards dispatch.
And what happens like after 3 years, like once this battery pack also reaches its end, what is the process?
Yeah, very good question, and that's our commitment, that we want to ensure that every battery that goes through Nunam's life cycle management ends up in a authenticated, authorized recycler. So as we envision big numbers, as you have seen from 1 gigawatt hour, we believe that we will form an association with many recyclers across the country and ship the battery back to the recycler once it reaches a true end of life at our end. And then all of this will be traceable. We commit that we will build digital traceability for each battery pack that goes through us, that at any point of time, either the pollution control board or our customers themselves, right? We believe that our customers now are being more aware of what exactly they're consuming, and they're also asking these questions for the good. And we have factored this in our financials as well, that this will be then picked up from the end user to be back into a recycler finally.
So what all different sources of battery do you have here?
Yeah, for upcycle process, we consider 3-wheeler batteries, electric bus, electric trucks, 4-wheelers. It's going to be also a massive volume coming up. Maybe now we can see one of the battery packs. So this is built from a premium EV car. So we've engineered to suit a semi-commercial use case or even a premium residential block, where probably this can give you a regular house of 4 people a backup of up to 10 hours, a pretty long life.
So isn't it interesting that this energy storage system is made out of a premium electric car, and it can be used into societies, housing, and different applications. So that's how we are extending the life of our electric car batteries as well. So this energy storage system, which has been made after sourcing batteries from EV fleets, can today be used in microgrids to power villages, and in fact, they can also be used to replace diesel generators. So sir, my final 2 questions to you are that why should we use, say, upcycled batteries, and are we ready to fulfill India's battery demands with upcycled batteries from here at Nunam?
Great, a very important question for us to realize. See, we have seen the menace plastics have caused, and if we don't evolve a mechanism to have a closed loop ecosystem for batteries, you will find now batteries thrown around in landfill everywhere. We must avoid it at any cost because these are poisonous stuff as such. So as a society, these batteries are built, as we discussed earlier, producing precious resources. And when they are decommissioned from an EV, it is just not capable to drive a motor in a vehicle, but it can last another 5-8 years if it is used for lighting and other applications. So it's just not good enough for the vehicle, doesn't mean that it is a waste. And we would like to enable this transition through scientific means, and there is no, say, some sort of a magic. It's pure scientific process which we employ to grade these batteries, rebuild, and they're as good as the new ones, because these are automotive grade batteries. As we all know, there is defense grade and military grade, automotive grade and commercial grade, and these batteries are automotive grade batteries built with stringent quality standards before. So they have already proved their worth by being safe in the EVs, and we use tier 1, tier 2 EV products. So these are definitely not to be categorized as waste as soon as we are used in EV, and they deserve a much longer life. It replaces an equivalent amount of new production and also reduce the import costs, and these are all big advantages. And in our journey for net zero as a country, India needs to utilize all the batteries very effectively.
And I think plus it also sort of somewhere enhances India's energy security, like as you're talking about with microgrids, it can power villages. So at places where we don't have transmission lines going on, maybe these batteries could be really helpful at those places.
Definitely. See, now that we are adopting more renewable energy, transmission and distribution has a new paradigm. So we produce in a local area with large solar panels, so it is better to store in that area to distribute energy during non-solar hours. And batteries are going to play a huge role. And probably you will see 10 years from now, 15 years from now, largest companies will not be oil companies but battery companies.
I agree, and sir, salute to you on that. Thank you for building Bharat Ka Climate Startup and leading Bharat Ka Evolution. Ye thi team Nunam leading Bharat Ka Evolution. Follow Bharat Climate Startups for more such stories.
ओके हाँ मृणाल हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन ओके हाँ 3 2 1 हम होंगे कामयाब